All right, so today we're going to start off with some basic yoga moves. I want you just to work on getting the basics, thinking about breathing. Before you start this video, maybe lay down for a couple of minutes if you have the chance without kids screaming and stuff. Just lay down, relax, get control of your breath, close your eyes, don't think about anything else. When you are on your mat, it's all about just you and relaxing, and you're not truly going to get into those deep muscles if you're thinking about 500 other million things, because your brain is connected to your muscles, and if your brain is stressed out, then your muscles are going to be tense as well. So let's go ahead and start. So we're going to start in a tabletop position. Your knees are under your hips, your hands are underneath your shoulders. So we're going to start with inhaling and exhaling. Everything is done with your breath. So you inhale, bring that chin up. Exhale, push away from the floor, bring those hips in. Inhale and exhale. Another thing is do everything for about the count of 4. So you're inhaling for 4, exhaling for 4. And then when you're doing that, we're breathing in through our nose and out through our nose. So when you're breathing in, you're feeling all that positive energy come into your body. As you're exhaling, you're doing so deeply so that you're almost kind of creating a film of condensation on the roof of your mouth. So again, we're back here. So we're inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale. Then come back to table. The other thing that I like to do before you start, as in warming up, is to warm up your wrists. So you're turning those wrists around, spreading your fingers nice and wide. On your exhale, slowly hinge back. That's going to drive this stretch up your elbow. And release. Take it to the other side. When you're ready, hinge those hips back. All right, go ahead and come forward. I always do it twice, so bring that other hand around. So then now what I do on the second time is I hinge back and then I press those fingers into the mat. I go all the way back around doing the pinky twice. Then I reverse, do that other side, hinge back, press those fingers into the mat, come back around. All right, very good. So now we're here. Now get that form back ready, so your hands are underneath your shoulders, your knees are underneath your hips, your feet are straight back. All right, now we're going to flip those toes over, take a nice deep inhale, press it back to your downward facing dog. Now, when I'm doing it by myself, I always check my form so that I come forward, walk those hands forward so that you're in that plank. Now push it back. Now you're in proper form. Ears are in line with your biceps, and your back is flat, hips are up towards the ceiling. Now we're in downward dog. We're just going to stay here for a second. You always have the choice, like when you're warming up, is to walk that dog. So you're alternating back and forth. All right, take that right foot up, press it up towards the ceiling. You're still pressing that left heel down, pointing your toe up towards the ceiling. Your back is still flat. Then you're going to exhale, hinge that knee through, put that front leg forward. Knee is in a straight line, or your ankle is straight underneath that knee. You're pressing down with your left hip. Inhale, bring it up. Now remember, every time that you bring yourself up, you can always shorten or get a little bit further out. You can always walk one hand up and then the other, press your chest up, then bring your arms up. And exhale, take it down. Step back for plank again. Inhale down to plank, exhale back to downward dog again. Left foot comes up. Exhale it down. Get that form in check. You're pressing that right hip down now. Inhale up. And exhale down. Slight bend in that right knee. You're stepping forward to your forward fold. Reverse your swan dive. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, come back down. Sweep it, come back up. This time, look up to the ceiling. Exhale, take it back down. Sweep the floor. Inhale, come back up. Thumbs to the back of the room. This time, I kind of like to take those hands a little bit off center if you can. And exhale, come down. Let's see here. Now we're going to go through, I'm going to go a little bit fast for the sake of the video. One little set of sun salutations. So this is a nice thing to wake up in the morning, to do pre-workout or post-workout or before you go to bed. So you're here, you're slight bend in those knees, palms flat to the mat, step it back for plank. Hands straight underneath those shoulders, bottom is nice and flat. Now you're gonna exhale, you're gonna lower your body down. As soon as that chest hits the mat, inhale, come up. Hands are under your shoulders, chest is open to the front of the room. Flip your toes over, exhale, press it back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, up that right foot. Exhale, hinge that knee through to your lunge. Knee, always checking your form. When you're ready, inhale, come up, crescent. Exhale, bring that left heel down, toe is pointing towards the front of the mat. Don't hinge back like I just did. Keep yourself down, chest is towards the front of the room for warrior one. Warrior two, hips are always tucked under. Let's straighten that leg, come back. Exhale, take it down for triangle. You can always keep it here, touch the floor, take your hand all the way down. Left hand is up towards the ceiling. Should be feeling a nice stretch right in here on the inside of your thigh. Exhale, take that left hand down. Inhale, take that right hand up. Twisted triangle. Exhale, take that hand down. We're gonna go for pyramid, nose towards that knee. You can always take this back foot and hop it forward just a little bit. Make sure this knee is bent slightly. Very good. Slight bend in that left knee, hop it forward. Now you're gonna go to that other side. So you're gonna reverse that swan dive. Inhale, bring it all the way up. Slight little back bend. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Step back for plank. And slowly lower, scoop it up. Exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. Left foot comes up. And exhale, hinge it through, lunge. Check your form. When you're ready, inhale, come all the way up. Drop that back heel down. Exhale down. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, come down. Right hand comes down. Left hand goes up. Remember to always keep bend in your knee. And left hand comes down. Slight little hop with that right leg. Nose towards your knee. Slight little bend in that back leg. Hop it forward. Now we're going to cool it down a little bit. You can do that as many times as you want. I'm going to show you just a quick little thing that I do before I go to bed. So I'll stand up, cross those heels, a little bit of balance, a little bit of core. So you're going to lower yourself down to a seated position. Okay? You're gonna sit here. This is what I do before I go to bed. So I sit down, I start with my right leg on top of my left leg. I inhale my arms up, and I exhale, forward fold. You're feeling it right here in this hip. If you can't get one leg stacked on top of the other, it's okay to cross your legs and to hinge forward. Just make sure that when you go to reverse it, you just reverse your legs. So we'll start with this right foot on top. You exhale forward. Now when I'm going to bed, I go from having my chin tucked to inhaling, bringing it up. And just that matter of movement is intensifying that stretch in my hip. So you're down. Then I round it up. I switch sides. Inhale, bring those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. And come back up. Normally a lot slower. All right, we're gonna start with this right arm. Inhale up and over, palm facing down. Elbow is in line with that shoulder. Shoulder is in line with that hip. So you're not leaning here. Your arm's not here. You're trying to keep a nice solid line. Exhale, take that arm down. Inhale, left side up. And exhale, that arm down. Then I typically will hinge forward, get into that tabletop position again. So again, hands are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. And then I'll take my forehead down to the mat. So this, I take my hands down, my elbows down, palms are coming straight out from those elbows. I'll take my forehead down, place the crown of my head on the mat, and then I go back and forth. So child's pose, and then I come forward, stretching the back of my neck just a little bit. And then I come down, and then I come up. And I go back and forth a couple of times. Next thing that I do before I go to bed is I walk my knees out to the corner of my mat, bring my feet together. Hands again are underneath your shoulders. And now you're just gonna go ahead and put those elbows underneath your shoulders. Hands are out. And you're just gonna slowly hinge those hips back. Okay, walk your hands back so that or your elbows back so they stay underneath your shoulders. Hands are out. All right, now I'm gonna put my hands underneath here. I'm gonna place my forehead on the mat, and now I'm gonna come just up. And exhale back. Now I'm gonna stay down, still tilting those hips up towards the ceiling. All right, that's just a little basic for the first time. We'll slowly start to kind of work into some more difficult things to do and more sequences. But I just wanted to show you kind of my morning and evening routine just so that you can kind of start to loosen up a little bit and just kind of get a handle of it, and so that you don't have to feel like it has to be this elaborate system that you put together. I mean, literally, you could just sit down on your mat and just relax, do some deep breathing, and do some stretching to get you started if you don't feel like you kind of understand or you feel like you're on a little bit tighter. So you can take any one of these poses and just kind of do it at your own will. Like, even if it's during the day and you're feeling a little tight, like I do this several times a day. So just let me know if you have any questions, or if there's anything specific that you want me to show you. I can always post a short video on that. So, all right, have a great day.